Hello students, how are you all? I hope all are fit and fine. Myself, Mrs. Shraddhali, and I am going to teach you mathematics. Today, in this lecture, we are going to start chapter number 3 of class 9 mathematics, and that is coordinate geometry. Before starting this chapter, coordinate geometry, first let us study about the history of this chapter, like who has invented coordinate geometry and from where it has come. What is the origin of this coordinate geometry? René Descartes, a great French mathematician of 17th century, liked to lie in bed and think. One day, when resting abed, he solved the problem of describing the position of a point in a plane. His method was a development of the older ideas of latitude and longitudes. In honor of Descartes, the system used for describing the position of a point in a plane is also known as Cartesian system. So, while lying on a bed one day, the 17th century French mathematician René Descartes, he invented coordinate geometry. In coordinate geometry is a branch of mathematics where we study about the position of object in space, like position of a ceiling fan, position of stars, position of celestial bodies in the sky. So all these can be calculated with the help of coordinate geometry. If we want to correlate this coordinate geometry with our day-to-day life examples, a very best example we can take is in case of sitting plan. Like in class, how you are sitting, students? You are sitting in rows and columns. So what is that? Like when you enter the class, the very first day of your class, when you enter the class, how you sit in the class? In rows and columns. That is a very best example of coordinate geometry. In case of sitting plan, we require the number of columns and that of rows. This simple idea has far-reaching consequences and has given rise to a very important branch of mathematics known as coordinate geometry. So what is that? That is coordinate geometry. Position of each and every student in the class is an example of coordinate geometry. So come on, let us start this chapter. In coordinate geometry, this is a plane. Okay, in space we consider it as a plane. Now, when two axes, one is horizontal axis and one is vertical axis. So when we draw these two axes on a plane, it divides the Cartesian plane. This is a Cartesian plane. It divides this Cartesian plane into four parts. These parts are called quadrants. The horizontal axis, what we draw, that is called x-axis, and the vertical axis, what we draw, is called y-axis. And when these two axes are drawn, they meet at a point. They intersect each other at a point. That point is called origin. And these two axes divide this entire Cartesian plane into four parts. That parts are called quadrant, quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Now this Cartesian plane describes the position of any object in the space. Now first quadrant consists of this positive value of x and positive value of y. Right to the origin all positive values on x-axis and left to origin all negative values of x-axis. Above the origin positive value of y-axis, below the origin negative value of y-axis. Always when you write the position of that object, the value of that object on x-axis related to x-axis, or we can say correspond to x-axis, is called abscissa, and the value or the position of that object corresponds to y-axis is called ordinate. And when you write both together, it is called coordinate. So first quadrant consists of positive x-axis values and positive y-axis values. So here abscissa will be positive and ordinate is also positive. Now in the second quadrant, it is second quadrant. Second quadrant consists of negative values of x, so abscissa is negative, and positive values of y, so ordinate is positive. In third quadrant, it consists of negative values of x-axis, that's why abscissa is negative, and negative value of y, so ordinate is also negative. Means in third quadrant both abscissa and ordinates are negative. In fourth quadrant consists of positive x-axis and negative y-axis. So abscissa is positive and ordinate is negative. these quadrants cannot be changed. Always this is called the first quadrant, second, third and fourth. Value can change. Okay. Now when you write the value of x and y together, this is called ordinate. Coordinate. This is called coordinate. Now question, how question can come on this? Like number one coordinate will be given to you, 2 and minus 3. Now you have to answer that 2 and minus 3 lies in which quadrant. So you have a very simple way. You see the sign 2 plus sign and 3 minus sign, means abscissa is positive and ordinate is negative. So plus minus lies in which quadrant? You can check in all the 4 quadrant. Here you can see that plus and minus lies in 4th quadrant. So without drawing this, if you have a good practice, you can, by seeing the number, you can directly tell that this number or this coordinate will lie in which quadrant. Now important points related to this are, numerical value of position of x is called abscissa and y is called ordinate, and when you write both together it is called coordinate. So here when both are written in a pair are called coordinate and can be written as x and y. Always x value will come first and y value will come second. Now the horizontal axis is called x-axis, vertical axis is called y-axis, and point of intersection of both the axes is called origin, that I have explained you earlier. Now this points what I have given you, on these points you can have MCQs or fill in the blanks or right wrong. So like this based question can come on this topic. In the next video we will start exercise 3.1. By the time, bye bye students, have a good day, have a nice day and revise what we have studied in this video.